The destruction of Western culture and society. That's what we'll discuss today. Steps and stages and how it's going. So basically, the global hand that's running and controlling everything, small group of people, unelected officials that are now in complete control of the United States. They want to destroy Western society and culture. And what they are taught through Alinsky's books and stuff is to identify, personalize a point, and then focus on that point and make that point the symbol of the thing. That's what they've done with Trump, and that's what they've done with the white race. So they try and make, they say white and this, we're going to destroy all this, like what they're doing with the open border and following all the Aztlan and Reconquista and all that, what they believe about the land and all that. So you're seeing all that in effect. You're seeing how these unelected global powerful people control and own and puppet politicians. And we're seeing that here in the United States. It's all starting to come out with all the payments to the Biden family from China and other places around the world. So that's how they're doing it, because the United States is the only country in the world with a creed, and because the United States is founded on the belief that a government should exist simply to protect your inalienable rights, means that we understand that man is accountable to a higher power, not just man. See, so these globalists want total population control. So you cannot control people if they have a belief in a higher power. So that is the last pillar. That is where we're at. It's a spiritual warfare. You're seeing that now with Israel and what's going on there. It's the beginning of all of it. It's the beginning of the elimination of Western society and culture to make room for a more world, along the world economic lines of there's no borders and no country has a cultural identity. Everyone is just the gray race, and but that all sounds good on paper, but we know it never actually happens in real life or in practice. So Reconquista and Aztlan, that's what you're seeing happen with the border. There's research those two things. You'll see how prominently throughout Latin culture is this belief that we must take over the land back and from Western and European culture. And what the United States has become is this, salad of people from everywhere around the world, and everybody that lives here and, follows the system is part of that Western culture. But they try to identify Western culture as only white. And they don't believe that, hey, there's black people, there's Chinese people, there's Middle Eastern people that all want to live like this. It's not a white thing. It's just a Western culture. But what they've been taught to do is identify it as a most specific thing you can and turn that into an enemy. And that's what they do all the time. The white thing, all this, I think white people are the least prejudiced about. Name me a race of people that intermarries more. White people intermarry into other races more than any other races intermarry. It's things like that it's just laughable when people go, oh, white people are feel like they're superior and this and that. It's unbelievable. So, but they use all that. They identify and they personalize And they say the white people is Western culture, we must destroy it, without realizing, hey man, Western culture is all of this. Anyone that wants to come and live under this system of a government protecting your rights given to you from God is welcome to come here. Anyone that wants to disrupt that is not welcome to come here. So, you know, that's that. No tolerance. But the Aztlan Reconquista, those are two major things that are playing out here. Among other things, there's a lot of other stuff coming in through that southern border too. There's military movements of men coming into that southern border. But this is actually stage 2. Stage 1 was and the so that the two countries that were the most hardcore with all that were Israel and the United States. You know, Israel locked down and vaccinated their population more hardcore than any country, I think. And the United States just as well. It's pretty crazy in the United States as well. So, and then you look at all the Latin American countries and stuff like that. Were they that was strict with all the vaccinations? No. So we're having, yeah, see what they're doing? They're wiping out. That was a population control tool. That was stage 1. Wipe out and weaken the population, then flood it with a new population. You know, see how they're doing that? It's like they're going in. It's like when you go out in your yard, you got a bunch of whatever you call weeds. You go out and you remove all the weeds, then you put in the plants you want to do. That's exactly what's going on. And I tell you, if you research the whole Aztlan with the Reconquista, you'll see exactly that ideology that the globalists have latched into and puppeteered and managed and is now happening. So with that, I think I went a little long on this, but with that, have a good day. I hope this inspires you to think and speak and talk more. And thank you very much for watching. Have a good day.